us damn street niggas, we ain't really comfortable with all of that thing. So we just trying to say,
do what you do, baby.
I want to graduate. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real
Yeah, I'm saying, like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole joke, man, I'm looking at the screen like preach, cause I was on the phone with him. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying?
Speed that another general. Man, my motherfucking picture all crooked and shit. It's all good. We live now, baby. Speed that another general. To know the podcast. You keep your body clean, huh? Yeah. All right, y'all. Look, we early, you heard me, but better than early than late. You understand me? But this is his story, so I'm gonna let him tell it. Here we go.
What up with you, man?
Wow. You can hear me, huh?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
All right. You want to send your shout outs first, or you want to get right into it?
Nah, let's get right into it, man.
It's all good. It's all good. I want you to formally introduce yourself to the viewers and the followers. You heard me?
All right. Well, I'm Naive the MC. I'm originally from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Currently in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Been doing music for about 9 years now. I'm still, pushing to make it big. But yeah, I'm a rapper, sing, and also model here and there. But I appreciate you bringing me onto your show, man.
It's all gravy. It's all gravy. What was the reason for the move to Maryland? You heard me now?
So I used to be in the military, and I was stationed in Virginia, and I was like, well, shoot, since I was getting out, I was like, it'll be better if I moved to Maryland, because it's like New York City right there. Then, North Carolina not too far. So I'm right there in between, but I'm able to make moves and it's better opportunities pretty much. That's why I moved there.
How did that balance out being in the army, regular life, and the music? Now, was it hard? Did it all coincide in the other? Or you just did your thing? How you did your thing?
I just had to make it do when I could, but it kind of helped out because I was able to move around, and then what I'm saying, with that being stationed in other places, it allowed me to travel even further to another place, and I was able to meet people and meet even artists in the industry, and just go from there. I feel like at the same time it's kind of a hindrance though, because like it's only but for so much I can do when it's taking up my time. But for the most part, I don't regret making that move because it got me out of where I'm from, because there's really nothing there back in Fayetteville. But it definitely helped with my career in certain ways. Although it didn't get me to where I'm trying to be, but it still helped with like the journey and the progression towards getting there.
Now, all that moving around, did it help your music? Like the new flavors and the new ethnic this and the new which is the new slangs and all that, right? Did it help your music or did it hurt your music?
It really didn't have an effect, to be honest. Before I even left, the type of music I listen to and just the people that inspired me, I've always
wait. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So you like the 12 or 13 artists I interviewed out Fayetteville. Shout out Fayetteville, you heard me? But still, let us in New Orleans, you heard me? And the surrounding areas know how it is coming up in Fayetteville. You heard me now? Is it quiet? Is it violent? Is it country? Is it going down like it's going down? You heard me? How is it coming up? How is it coming up in Fayetteville? You heard me now?
It definitely gets down in Fayetteville.
I heard.
They call it the Ville in Fayette now for a reason, but it gets down in there. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up. My grow up was a mixture. It was a mixture of suburb area and a mixture of hood. So I'm able
Best of both worlds.
You said what?
Best of both worlds.
Right. So I'm able to see both worlds. So when it's bad, it's bad, and when it's good, it's all right. But it definitely gets down there. People don't think that, but I mean, I have a lot of artists from there to show light on that city. So it's like if your city is not in the limelight, then nobody's gonna really know what goes down there. So when people hear like, "Oh, you from Fayetteville?" They're like, "Oh, that's nothing." Okay, you say that now, but if you actually go there, you will see it's
I
not
heard.
play with.
I heard. So how does the little nigga from Fayetteville, right, join the army and all that, right? When exactly did music come into play, man?
I would say for me growing up, you know what I'm saying, I'm the youngest of five, and
Shout
all
out
my
to other folk.
you said what?
Shout out to other folk.
Yeah, all my siblings. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go in the house and you gotta share everything with everybody, you gonna hear some stuff. So with music, I guess music has just always been a part. And like my older siblings, they always play their different types of music, and I'm just there. I gotta listen to everything because we all live in the same house. So it just caused me to become musically inclined. And then as I got older, I just really took a liking to rapping. Me and my homeboys, we tried rapping when I was in like seventh grade. Them niggas sounded nice. I was like, I sound horrible, so I stopped. Uh, but I don't know. Something just came over me when I was in high school to start rapping again, and I sounded better. So I was like, all right. But I still didn't take it as serious as I do now. Like I was gonna be like a veterinarian or a boxer or something. So once it got closer to me getting out of school, that's when
You're
it
just
started coming.
you're answering all my questions now.
Oh, my bad.
You're
It's a
answering all
journey,
the
bro. It's a
questions,
journey,
dog.
my bad.
So look, all right, now, right? What artists did you listen to before you started putting the pen to the paper yourself? Now you're answering all my questions already. Now,
My bad, bro. My bad. So I would say the first artist that I heard was when I was younger, and um, it was a mixture. So I had my oldest brother who played rap music, and then I had my second oldest brother who played R&B. He was more of a fan of the R&B and stuff. So I would say, like, of course, since I was born in '95, I would say definitely Destiny Child, Maxwell, Erica Badu, Lauren Hill, Biggie, Lil Kim, Nas, all of them. So pretty much anybody from the '90s era is the first artist that I heard. And then as I
no
got
Hot
older,
Boys, no Master P, no Wayne, no.
I heard it. So Master P and Lil Wayne. I remember Lil Wayne when he was in Cash Money, and Master P when he was doing his thing. And I mean, as I got older, like into the early 2000s, and we was throwing house parties in the house and stuff like that, we was playing a lot of down south,
From the
more down south
99
music.
2000.
Yeah. So Master P, Dipset, G Unit, who else? Yeah, Cash Money. We got Juvenile. You got Manny Fresh, and you got then you got Usher, and you got Monica. You got Ti at that time. Outkast, definitely Outkast. Outkast was like one of the major artists I listened to, especially Andre 3000. So it was a mixture, man. It was a mixture of all different like areas
All
of
different
the
kind of
country.
game.
Yeah.
All different kind of ingredients in the gumbo pot.
Pretty much, I stayed glued to 106 in Park. I stayed glued on like what
Oh, you taking
how
it
they
back
had
now? You taking
the
it back
music
now?
videos, which one was the top 10, them music videos. So any artist that was on there on BET, like I listened to them.
So was it solely those artists that made you want to put the pen to the paper now, or did the music just kind of fall in your lap? You hear me?
I would say it was. I don't even know, to be honest. Like it was honestly
See,
at first.
now you gotta answer the question. You're cheating.
Nah, it was honestly me at first just trying it out with my homies in middle school, and then what really made me want to get back into it in 11th grade, I say like 11th grade, it was Nas. Like I remember watching I don't know, I forgot what it's called. I think it's Behind the Scenes or Behind, like when they did interviews of
Behind the mic.
artists. I don't think it was Behind the Mic, because they go through the entire life, they bring up stuff. But long story short, I remember watching Nas' story, and they played, like I grew up listening to Nas, but I never thoroughly listened to Nas like the entire way. So they started playing like clips of Illmatic because they was introducing him into like when he first started, you know, coming onto the scene. And a couple of those clips, like halftime and what he was rapping, I was like, yo, this nigga is really, you know what I'm saying? He really spitting some shit. So that made me become like a more of a fan of Nas, and that made me become like, all right, this is the rapper that inspires me the most. And that's what really pushed me to like really start writing raps. But honestly, the era of when I was in high school, like Nicki Minaj, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and you know, Jay-Z and them, they really inspired me to like really start writing as well.
Facts. So from the 7th grade disaster, if you will, right?
Right.
When did you realize that you could really rap? Nah, you heard me?
It was when Drake was popping, and well, he's still popping, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I was about to say Drake is still
he's
little light skinned ass nigga.
I didn't mean it like that. I meant like he like when he was I would say like his second album, like he was coming to the second album and he did Marvin's Room. And I saw a whole bunch of artists do like remixes to Marvin's Room, and they was, you know, JoJo, Tiana Taylor, Chris Brown, all of them, right? So I was like, well shit, fuck it. Let me do something, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't find the initial instrumental that Drake used for his. He had 2 separate instrumentals for Marvin's Room, and I couldn't find the one that everybody else was using. So I found another one, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just write to it. Let me see what I come up with and all that shit, right? So I did that, and I was like, yo, this sound pretty good. I thought it sounded pretty good. So I was like, well, shit, let me call a couple people up. Let me see what they think about it, all that other shit. So long story short, I called some of my homegirls, I called some of my homies, and I let them listen to it. And I was like, yo, nigga, that's nice. It was like, yeah, that's nice right there. So I just kept going, and that was like summertime, so I had plenty of time to just keep writing. So then I started writing to another instrumental, and it just kept going. And before I know it, I just felt like I was nice. So I was like, well, shit, let me keep this shit going. And that's how that started.
But when did you exactly fall in love with the music and realize that this what you was gonna be doing for the rest of your life? Nah?
That was after I graduated, and I came across one of my well, we not as close anymore, but me and her used to be close, and her boyfriend, he was a rapper, and we used to smoke. And I remember saying like, yeah, bro, I rap, whatever. He's like, word. And then we started listening to instrumentals, and I was rapping. And I don't know, it just came over me like, you know what, maybe I should take this more seriously. Because at first I was doing like, you know, Instagram was just introduced the video shit, which was only like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And at first I was just singing, you know what I'm saying? I was doing singing videos, and because I was like, I can't put 15 seconds of bars, like that's not enough time. But as 2014 come, that's when I really started taking rap more seriously. And I saw this girl named Cayenne. She's from New York City. She was rapping.
Shout out Cayenne from New York City.
Yeah, she did a 15-second video to Busta Rhymes beat. And when I tell you that shit went viral, everybody was listening to that shit. So I was like, well, shit, if she could do 15 seconds of bars, I could do 15 seconds. And I started doing it. My first one was to Craig Mack instrumental, Flavor in Your Ear. My second one was to Crush with Lil C, Lil Kim. My third one was Get Money. And the first two didn't get no interaction like that. Then I did the third one, to Get Money one. Everybody started commenting. They was like, yo, I'm fucking with it. I was like, well, shit, I made it like bars part 1, bars part 2, bars part 3.
Right. Yeah,
so
like
Get Money. Yeah, since Get Money was part 3, everybody was like, shit, let me go part 2, part 1. And it was like, I like this part better. I like that part better. I like this part better. So it just started going from there. And I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna really do this for real. So it was 2014, I would say, that I really made a decision to take that shit seriously.
All right. So from the time you took it, you started to take the shit seriously, to the most previous song you wrote now, how many songs you got? I need an answer. I don't want to hit no, I don't know. What this and that. I need an answer. You hear me? How many songs are in your catalog? The unreleased, in the vault, the lost, the features. How many songs total are in your catalog? If you can't give me, look, at least round it all to the nearest 10 for me. You You heard me?
Okay. Shit, man.
Good question, huh?
So
You about to
when I
cheat. You about
when
to
I
cheat. I need a number now. No.
all right, hold on. So when I was writing in 2015, I accidentally
all the trash shit, all that.
I got you. So when I was writing music in 2014, and I accidentally deleted my iPhone from my Find My iPhone, and for some reason that cleared out my entire notes.
I need
So
all that.
all that. So I would say about written and unfinished all together and finished, I would say about 200.
And now them 200, what song is your favorite? What songs would you put over them 199, and why?
It would be Love Is a Scam, because 1 is deep, 2, the verses are hard, 3, I love the instrumental, and 4, I feel like that's my best delivering song that I've done thus far.
Where can we find that at? What project is that off, and how did that come about?
You can find that on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, even, because I got a music video for it. It is on the Ville's Villain mixtape, which is on streaming services, and that came about because I heard the instrumental. So how I write my music, well, I don't know if that's a question, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But how I came about it.
Proceed. All right, well, let me ask it first. When you sit down and you put that pen to the paper now, what motivates you to write your music? Can I ask the question first? When you sit down and put the pen to the paper now, what motivates you to write your music? And did the same thing that motivates you now would motivate you when you started off? Fucking up my questions now. I got it written down now.
Nah, you good. What motivates me to write is the love of rap. Like, I could listen to somebody rap right now, and if it's hard, it's gonna inspire me. Like, I just love the artistic way of rapping. Like, this shit is, and when I say rapping, I mean actually the creative talent way, not that mumble stuff and that, people lacking the actual talent. I mean, like, when you look at Nas, or you look at, Drake, or you look at J. Cole, that type of rapping, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's storytelling, whether it's straight bars, whether it's, a club song or whatever, they still got that certain essence. So when I hear rap, it just inspires me to write, you know what I'm saying? Because I like to rap, you know what I'm saying? I love the challenge of, like, spitting hard bars and making you think about it and making you do all this stuff. So what inspires me is just talent, like talented artists, and me wanting to be where they're at is what inspires me.
You answered 2 more of my questions, so I'm gonna just go ahead on and answer. One, do you still have the same love for the music that you had for the music when you initially started? You kind of answered that question already. And 2, what are you trying to get out this rap shit? Are you trying to be the best? Are you trying to get the money? Are you trying to get the clout? You kind of answered that. You're fucking me up now. But there we go. Let me ask the question. Boom, go ahead.
So, as far as my love from then to now, yes. However, it's hard to get that. Like, when I was younger, and when I first started, and I was able to just sit around, wake up, do music, whatever, and I was working at Hardee's, so it wasn't too much going on or too many responsibilities that took away from my time. So if I was inspired at this time or late night, I can do it. So the love is always there.
Just answered another question.
What's up?
You just answered another question.
Oh, my bad, bro. Look, listen, all this going one, bro. I can't help it.
Go ahead, run it.
But yeah, the love is, to answer that question, yes, the love is still there. I love music. Like, I love it. I can't, yeah, that's all I can say. I love it. I love music.
What you trying to get out of it?
What I'm trying to get out of it. So my biggest thing is I want to be included in the conversation of ill MCs. Like if you talk about when people talk about who's your top 5, who's your top 10, top 20, I want to be in those categories with the legendary rappers that we have to this day. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm number 5, I don't give a fuck if I'm number 20. As long as I'm in that conversation, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And just have a great, honestly, a great musical career. That's what I want to get out of it. Where you sell and you can look back and be like, I did all these accomplishments, and but for me, honestly, the music is just the tool to really do like, other things, to be honest. But yeah, I would love a excellent career that expands over years and people are still listening to my music to this day.
You just answered another question. So now I gotta ask you 2 questions in one. You heard me? First question, is music the only genre of entertainment that you try to get into? You kind of answered it then. You heard me? So I'm gonna ask you that right now.
No, it's not.
You do the modeling thing, right?
Yeah. So for me, I have a whole bunch of things I want to do. I definitely do modeling. I'm actually about to get back into it, like really start back January. And fashion is really my thing. I love styling. I love putting on clothes, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's barriers, and as Black men we put in boxes that we can't do certain things, or we can't do this, or people gonna say this about us, or they're gonna, say it's zesty or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that I want to do to take us as Black people out of a box. And fashion is one of them, probably skincare. Also, I'm in school for accounting, so just running businesses and getting into that as well. Just different things, man. Just a multifaceted mogul, pretty much, is the idea.
From when you first started till now, what's the biggest difference that you yourself see in your style? It's a good question, huh?
It is. I would say more versatility. More versatility.
You said you sing too, right?
Yeah, but I gotta work on my voice though, so I don't really sing too much as far as putting it on records. But as soon as I, go to this vocal coach and get better control and stuff like that, then I'll be implementing that more into the sound. But as far as right now, I do more of like writing the lyrics, singing it, but getting somebody else to do it, and I just be like, oh, singing like this or whatever.
What you do? What you like better?
Honestly, bro, what's crazy is I always wanted. Yeah, I always wanted to be an R&B singer, to be honest.
I could tell by I ain't funny because I could tell by who you listened to before you started doing what you doing, how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So like my type of performance that I really would love to do is be able to sit down with a mic and the crowd out there, and I'm just like singing, because that honestly, I love rap. I love rap. Don't get me wrong, but I listen to R&B more than I listen to rap.
Me too.
I love vocal arrangements and harmonies like Brandy, and listening to Jasmine Sullivan, and listening to D'Angelo and Maxwell and people like that. Those type of things that they do with their voices, like that just makes me want to sing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a mixture. It's a mixture, but I'll have to say R&B, to be honest.
What came first, the singing or the rap?
Ooh, honestly, both came at the same time, man. I tried here and there, either or, but I just did the singing more because with social media and like with Instagram at that time, it was only 15 seconds. So I was like, well, I can sing a little something for 15 seconds rather than rap something. But when I realized I could rap something for 15 seconds, I was like, well, shit, the rapping, I'm better at rapping than I am singing. So I was like, well, shit.
That's the next question.
Yeah. I feel like I'm better at right now. I feel like I'm better at rapping than singing.
Nah, nigga. Period, nigga. What you better at? The singing or the rap? Ain't no right now. You cheating.
Okay. I'm better at rapping than I am singing. All but right, what I'm saying is, when I get a vocal coach and grow more into that, it'll probably become more equal than me being a better rapper.
Thanks. All right, pop quiz about your catalog. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Say I'm beefing with my girl, right? She all on my back. She keep texting me, calling me. I leave. I'm trying to get out the situation. Direct me to a song. I'm making an example, babe. Direct me to a song in your catalog that I will put on going through that situation. I love my wife. That situation not going on. It's just a question.
You say you trying to leave the situation.
Not leave the situation, get away from this. Like just me and my girl arguing, we not getting along. You know what I'm
Love
saying?
is a scam. Love is a scam.
Okay. What is it about that song that I would play in that type of situation?
Like which verse or like which part of it?
Nah, the whole song. You cheating now.
Oh,
Like, why would I put the song? Like, why would I play that song?
Because that song will express how you feel. That song will be able to put in words what you feel like you're not getting from your significant other at that time, to where if they don't get that, then they just not for you, because it's very detailed on it. For me, it's very detailed on how I feel about the girl in the situation. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was giving you everything. I thought I was doing everything, but I'm not getting anything in return. And even with like in certain parts of the verse, or one of the verses, I was like, even with me knowing that you have struggles with trust, and not because I did something, but you know how you have some people that bring trauma into their relationships.
From the
Even
last
dealing
nigga.
with, right, even me dealing with
Yeah.
all that stuff, I still try to
Fucking around with them light skinned niggas.
I still try to be the man that you wanted me to be, but it just feel like it ain't getting nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So I would say love is a scam.
Okay. So say we on the way to the club, we turning up, you hear me? We putting our smell good on, you know what I'm saying? We rolling this up a couple. We hop in the car, we on our way to the club. What song, direct me to a song out your catalog that we would put on our way to the club?
I would say, hold on one sec. Hold up. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I want. I would say my song I Want.
What is it about I Want that I would put on when we in the car trying to turn up on our way to the club?
Cause the beat is fire. You know what I'm saying? And the verses and how I come in on that first verse, it definitely gives a vibe of like, it puts you in the mood to get ready. It puts you in the mood of like, I'm about to turn up tonight. So, and then the hook itself, people love that hook because just the subject matter of it and like how I delivered it. So I would definitely say I Want would get you in the mood.
Out of all the artists that we already have and that we already listening to, what do you bring different to the table that we already been served now?
Well, that's the thing. Everything that you could possibly think of as an artist has already been done. But all I can say is I'll just do it my way. That's all I can say. I mean, everything. There's nothing really new under the sun that you can do different when it comes to music. Because I mean, everything repeats itself. But it's really all in how you do it and how you make it your own. So all I can say is what's different is the fact that it's me. The fact that I don't copy other artists, or I'm not trying to, plagiarize somebody else's style. I take inspirations from who I take inspirations from, but I still utilize it and make it my own. So that's what I can say is different, is the fact that it's my style that's different.
You ever thought about putting the pen down?
Yeah, I actually was thinking about that not too long ago, earlier this year, because it's taking so long for the music career to pop. And, I try not to give into those things, but I've thought about it. But for some reason, something inside of me is like, nah, you ain't do everything that you could do to see if you can make it. So, I have a lot of things going on, but I don't put the pen down. But I've thought about it, though. but I can't do it.
Is it difficult being an upcoming artist now?
Hell yeah.
So you telling me it don't happen overnight?
It don't. Well, it depends. The thing about it is, and what I've learned is that, like, I look at a lot of these artists and I look at their background.
Okay, wait.
Background.
Wait. That's another question. Let me ask. You heard me? What's the biggest lesson you've learned entertainment-wise from since you started till now? Go ahead now. Let me ask the questions now.
Don't jump at every opportunity that's in your face.
What did the game teach you about that?
It taught me that you can lose a lot in trying to gain a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people say, you know, you got to make big risks and you got to make big jumps to you know, get a big reward. However, if you don't do it strategically and you don't do it smart, you gonna come out with just a loss. And like one instance, I was so pressed to, you know, open up for artists, and this one guy, he was a club promoter. To this day, if I see him, it's a wrap. But he was a club promoter, and he was it's still up.
Mr. Promoter.
Yeah, it's still up for that. But you know, it was like Money Man, and he was portraying himself as if he's a big man and he can make shit happen. So he was like, yo, if you spend this amount of money, you'll be able to open for Money Man. And I was like, bet. So I gave him that amount, and I got there, and shit didn't go as it was planned. And little did I find out that he's one of the club promoters that be stealing from everybody, that be, you know, scamming people, that be, you know, saying he one way but he really not. And he be getting beat up, and like he be on a run. But I didn't know that. And I was me being a young upcoming artist, and I see a big name, and I'm so pressed to, you know, get my name out there and really, you know what I'm saying, since I'm hungry for this shit, I didn't think twice and be like, oh, you know what, nah, you just think about that a little bit. So I didn't do that, and it caused me a loss.
That's another question. I might as well go ahead and ask it. You heard me? Give yourself right now, your younger self, when you just starting off, give yourself some advice.
Stay true to yourself. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I be doing that sometimes.
Oh,
that's me giving you the flu. We all
right. Oh, my bad. I was like, oh.
You heard me?
Right.
Good.
What I would say is stay true to yourself. Take advice, listen to people, but don't listen to the people, you know, take constructive advice that you know is beneficial to you, and know to differentiate between the haters and the ones that just want to put their fears on you, and don't let that stop you. And you know, jump at opportunities, make you know, big risks, but also be very careful with what you do, and just trust in God, pretty much. What's for you is for you, and can't nobody take it away.
Are you signed or you independent?
I'm independent right now.
Is a deal the plan, or you plan to stay independent? And
it's definitely a deal. A deal is the plan, because, you know, people talk about being independent and all that other stuff, but honestly, the artists that say they're independent, they're not independent. They still got big followings and people behind the scenes that are pushing stuff for them. Like Joey Badass, he was one of them. Chance the Rapper was one of them. But they're not independent. Like they have big teams behind them that's pushing them, that just don't treat them like a record label. That's the only difference. But ain't nobody out here that's legit independent as big as these artists. I haven't seen them. So for me, you said what?
Go ahead, my bad.
No, I was just about to say, for me, getting signed is definitely the goal, because although they do take a big percentage of the money, they are funding everything. And the objective is never to think that you're going to get a lot of money from the deal. The objective is to use the deal to your best advantage. And like when I look at the big artists like, you know, Rihanna or Jay-Z or Beyonce or somebody like that, or even Nicki Minaj, she even said it herself, that the money that you make from the sales, that's the chump change. that's not the money that we count as our actual money. So I would say getting signed, man, because it gives you a lot of opportunities to do different things.
Are you open to features?
Of course, yeah, I am.
If you had a choice, give me three mainstream artists that you would do a feature with and why. It's a good question, man.
The first one will be Jay-Z. And I feel like I would want a verse from Jay-Z because he would give me advice in that verse. Like when I listened to his verse that he did with Drake on his first album from Light Up, and how he was talking to Drake, and the shit he was saying, it was from a vet. You just know this nigga's a vet, and you just know that this shit is legit. You know what I'm saying? And it would just inspire me.
You was talking to Wayne on that Hey Mr. Carter, that Mr. Carter.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like how he talk, like when he do his features, it's hard, but he's talking to you, and it's like, man, shit. Well, I wonder what he'll say to me. You know what I'm saying? And with that verse being so hard, so I feel like, you know, he a legend in these streets. He an icon in the rap world and just in the world as in general. And I feel like that type of verse would definitely like give me just, first it'll solidify me. Let's start there. And secondly, it'll inspire me like every day. It'll inspire me every day. I'll listen to that. So if people be streaming it, I'll be streaming it myself just to skip to his verse. But
you hear that,
yeah.
Jigga? You hear that, man? You hear me?
Yeah. The second person will be Nas, of course.
Think big, nigga. Think big.
It'll definitely be Nas because he inspires me the most, and it's just legendary, man. It's just, if I get on a track with him and we both spitting and I eat him up, it's like, yeah, I did.
I believe in you now. I believe in you now. Right? I believe in you. You my dog. But I don't think you go.
Oh, I can eat him up. Don't get it twisted. I be studying him, so I'm like, yeah. And then the third one will be Nicki Minaj, man. It has to be Nicki Minaj.
Think big, now. That's what I'm thinking big.
It has to be Nicki Minaj because, first off, you get a feature from Nicki Minaj, you stamped. Secondly, a feature from her will make me push my pen like real hard because the girl, she's real talented, she's real versatile, and the way she comes at beats, it's like, it's crazy how she do it. She fits every beat. She's always in the pocket, but she make it her own. So, and everybody, it's been statistics that show if you get a Nicki Minaj feature, 9 times out of 10 people are gonna stream your music 135% more than without it. So.
God damn, nigga, you know all the logistics.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, I be keeping up with everything, man.
Speak on the importance of that.
What, keeping up on everything?
Mm-hmm.
It's important because it's like a bank. You know what I'm saying? Like the music industry, honestly, and record labels are like banks. They'll give you a faulty ass deal, and you will take it because you don't know the statistics of this, or like say for instance, you're trying to get a house, and you don't know the statistics of the market, of the real estate market, or all these other things. So I keep up with artists and I keep up with what's going on and what's current because it's like, if I know this, I can, you know, utilize this here, utilize this there, and it'll help me with, you know, making sure I build my brand to where nobody can tell me, oh, well, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, because it's like, either you're going to give me money for what I got going on, which you can see the following behind it, or I just go to somebody else.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So at this time, I like this the part of the show where I like to call each one reach one, where you give me 3 up and coming artists where you at that we can listen to here in New Orleans, and I give you 3 up and coming artists in New Orleans that y'all can listen to where you at. You want me to go first, or you want to go first?
I'm gonna let you go first.
One is Junior Montana.
Okay.
2 is Josh 8 Ward Ready.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 is Chalk, like the chalk you write with. the
Mm-hmm.
talk. Talk the talk.
So mine is different because it's like I got people here in Maryland, but you know my family and you know I'm from North Carolina, so I definitely got to shout out my bros from North Carolina. So one is Big Jack. That's my brother. We actually did a song together. It was really dope. Another artist.
Where can we find the song?
Well, that song was on Spinrilla, which is no longer. I don't think it works anymore. It was on my older mixtape, so that song you won't be able to find unless I. Oh, actually, I take that back. It's on SoundCloud. I'm on SoundCloud, Naive the MC, and the song is called Loyal, and it's featuring Big Jack. But I'll definitely say he's an artist to check out because his music is dope. He definitely keep the essence of what rap is, and I will honestly say, you know, I don't say this about a lot of upcoming artists, but I'm definitely a fan of him. Another artist I would say is Trill Kosher. He's from North Carolina, but he lives in Pennsylvania right now. And an artist from here, from Maryland, dang.
You.
I know. Well, not me. Well, yeah, you can use me. You can say me. Now you the MC. Yeah, since I live here now, you can say me. Yeah, you can say me. But there are some artists that I've met out here that I think are dope, and that I would actually want to work with, and I'm actually going to work with in the future.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So before we get up out of it, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years as an artist and as a model?
Whoa.
Good question, man.
Right. As long as everything goes right, I see myself with at least 2 albums that are platinum or more, 1 tour, and when it comes to modeling, I see myself at least have worked with all the big, you know, designers, walked a couple New York Fashion Weeks, and also have my own line coming out, which I want to do a men's wedding and women's wedding clothing line where, you know, you have the formal wear. But I feel like, you know, with men's fashion, it's not a lot of variety there. I feel like people think, you know, again, having men in this box, that they don't do too much when it comes to the fashion. It should be boring. So, and if it's not boring, it's really expensive. So I want to bridge that gap of creativity, but make it affordable because I didn't come from money. So I can't sit here and make a clothing line that's going to be like $10,000 and all this other stuff when people back home where I'm from can only afford, I would say, about $200, $300. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a tier of, you know, dresses and suits that people can afford. But I definitely have the vision of, you know, like you go to these real nice places and they give you champagne, they give you, you know what I'm saying? So I have a vision of that where you come and you know, everybody's treated the same.
And crawfish and all that.
Exactly. Even if you just buying a $200 suit or a dress, you still gonna get some champagne or, you know, exactly. You're still gonna be treated like a human being with respect. Because at the end of the day, I'm never gonna treat right. I'm never gonna treat this person that's buying 10,000 over the person that's buying 200. Because at the end of the day, 200, 10,000 is still the fact that you thought enough to come support me. I have to respect you off the strength of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna beg for you to contribute too much. As long as you contribute and want to see me flourish, I want to see y'all flourish, and I'm gonna reciprocate that, and I want to see you be great.
That's what's up. That's what's up. One more thing, and we out of here. You heard me?
Yes.
As a rapper and as an artist, what do you think you fit in today's? Because you mentioned a lot of the greats. You mentioned, you know, a lot of legends. What do you think you fit in today's hip hop world?
I don't really fit. To be honest, I don't really fit. However, I'm working on becoming more. But I would say I'm still growing as an artist. So new music that I'm working on, it fits more with today's time. You know what I'm saying? And I would say I'm just in between. Like I'm getting to that point where I'm in between, where it's like, you know, the stuff that sells, of course, and then the actual talent. But you know what's crazy is people fail to realize that real talent always prevails. And the artists that are here for a summer, they gone like 2 months, 3 months, or next summer they gone. So I want to be that bring that back to where artists like, you know, that are still current, like Drake, for instance, that nigga got hot in the summer, but his summers is still, you know what I'm saying? He got millions of summers to come.
Summers now.
Right. So it's like I want that type of impact to be in between, where it's like, yeah, I get hot on that summer, but y'all still checking for me next winter.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So leave with all your social medias, whatever you got upcoming, whatever you drop, whatever you got out, whatever you know, performances, whatever you got going, modeling, the Showtime, and leave some advice for either somebody that's thinking about getting into the game or just got into the game. You heard me? I enjoyed the vibe, dog.
Nah, I appreciate it, bro. I honestly appreciate you hitting me up and giving me this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot. But you can find me at Naive the MC on Instagram, on Twitter. It's all the same. And also streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify. I'm working on my next project, which is Broke Passion Rich Goals Volume 3, which is gonna come out next year, probably beginning like February time frame, around my birthday. Also, what else did you say? Oh, to artists that's out there that's thinking about doing music, that are doing music right now, all I would say is keep going. You know what I'm saying? You're probably the first person in your family that's thinking about taking a big risk, doing something like this, because, you know, music industry and just being an artist is a chance. You know, it's not really a secure job. So I have to say, give yourself some grace, give yourself credit, you know, be proud of yourself that you're taking a chance on something that a lot of people be scared to do. And, you know, just stay true to yourself. That's all I can say about that. The biggest thing is stay true to yourself, and don't pay attention to nobody else's wave, because your wave, hey, soon it'll become where that shit takes off and everybody on your shit. So don't take too much time focused on other people. You know what I'm saying? Take from the greats, learn from the ones that are current, but just make sure you stay true to who you are and your style. That's pretty much it, man.
There you have it. You heard me. It's been another fire episode. Instant me on. I appreciate now for coming in. You know what I'm saying? Giving time out. His busy schedule to come fuck with me on my podcast. You heard me. We got about two or three more interviews today. I really enjoyed the energy. I really enjoyed the vibe. This will not be his last time on here. But until then, you heard me. It's Pete That Nothing General to Know Little Podcast. You keep your body clean, huh? Yeah.
From us damn street niggas, we ain't really comfortable with all of that attention. What you trying to say?
Do what you do, baby.
Yeah, I want congrats. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real.
Yeah. I'm saying, like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole juice, and I'm looking at the screen like preach, cause I was on the phone with him. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying?